Welcome, everyone. This is Coaching in Session. My name is Michael Rearden, and I will be your mindset coach today. And today we're going to be talking about the fallacy of time. When we get into the idea and the aspects of time, we have to ask ourselves, is tomorrow truly promised? We know that it's not, but yet many people live their life like they can do it later, like there's going to be another date. If you think about the 9-to-5 fallacy, right? I'm going to work 9 to 5. And then when I'm 65, I get to retire. I have my 401k. I have my nest egg, my retirement. And then I get to live happily ever after. Because I work so hard, I get to rest, right? But who told you that you're going to make it to 65? I understand there's a concept or maybe a notion that you might think that's pessimistic. But it's not. It's not pessimism. It's you understanding that time is not guaranteed to anybody. The people who haven't made it past this podcast, they didn't wake up this morning. I'm sure yesterday they said, okay, what am I going to do tomorrow? There's going to be people. And then there's going to be people who are just in so much pain because of an illness, an ailment. They're in a hospital or a nursing home or something, and they wish for it. They wish to not feel that anymore. Yet, they also subconsciously, I'm sure they just want to feel better. No pain. And sometimes the easiest way when you get into those older ages to have no pain is not to be alive anymore. But yet the youth, right? The people who want something in their life, they will do anything to feel better. They'll go through the chemotherapy. They'll go through any surgery they have to figure out how they can heal, how can they get better. Now, this is to understand that we don't succumb to the age that we are in right now. So if you're 50, you shouldn't feel like a 50-year-old. You should feel just amazing. How do we get there? This is something that you have to put a lot of mindset into and not allow circumstance. Circumstance is going to be the bane of your existence. And for the people who think, oh, I'll do it later. Oh, this is just who I am. Oh, this is just how things are. You truly don't understand what life is. There can be moments where you have to dig a little bit deeper to get through those concepts, through those points in your life that are just not true. Because yes, I understand that's just who you are, but it doesn't have to be who you want to be. I understand that you're older, but it doesn't mean you have to be hurting. We can live the life that we want to every single day. Yet many people, they just think, oh, well, whatever I have, whatever I get is good enough. This is not being greedy. This is about understanding mindset. This is about understanding human potential. This is about understanding what we can do in the moment right now. Fallacy of time, we're going to be talking about that in my most recent blog. Plus, I have a secret. We are going to be doing something different with the blog today. It's going to be the first time ever here at Reven Concepts, and you're going to get not one, but 2 blogs. All right, everyone, if you're new to the channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and to share this video and our audio to help build the podcast. And when we're talking about the fallacy of time, we're going to be speaking about we have a new year coming. We are in 2024. We are off to the races. This is going to be a big year. Might be your best year. Have you ever heard that before? Oh, 2024 is going to be the best year ever. Oh, I hope 2024 is better than 2023. 2023 was terrible. Yet, that is the same thing you said in 2022 or going into 2023. So we are just on repeat. We are just almost like robots. It's just like we go 365 and that's what we do. And then eventually, oh, this is something we have to, address. Oh, this is something that I don't like. Oh, this is something that I have to look at as a detriment. And so many people, they're looking at 2024 for the opportunities, but not for the moments that are going to challenge them. Because people don't realize that they're not built on only their successes. Mastery and efficiency and success and happiness is going to be built on the struggle. It's going to be built on the hard moments. That is what creates true and long-lasting meaning in your life. If everything was given to you, you would lose your purpose, your sense of why do I even have to be here? I understand it's going to be nice. I understand you're going to be happy for some time, but it doesn't last. The brain needs something. It needs something to push itself to saying, hey, I have some more problems. We seek problems because the brain needs problems. Why do you think when people go into nursing homes and they just sit there, they decline so drastically? It's because the brain has to be active. And there's a bunch of apps on phones now, and I'm not saying you need to go play these, but I just want to make my point where if you have an app on your phone when you're older, there's like brain apps, like, I don't know the names. I think it's like Logix or something, where it's like a brain game and it's like puzzles and it's math and it's maybe reading comprehension questions. And that actually helps your brain stay focused because you cannot reverse Alzheimer's, but you can do things that are going to prevent the spread of it or the onset of it in a delayed fashion by letting your brain be more active. Now, it is a disease. It is something that we don't necessarily have full control over. It's not like diabetes where it's like, okay, you're eating a bunch of sugar, right? And you're just not regulating. And then all of a sudden, now you have diabetes. It can be akin, not all the way. I don't want you to say, oh, you're not a doctor. I understand I'm not a doctor, but I do know Alzheimer's. The reason I know Alzheimer's, my great-grandmother has Alzheimer's. My grandmother, she's still living. She has Alzheimer's and it's in my family. It would behoove me to understand this disease. Why does it happen? How can I mitigate it to some? Because it is in my DNA. So I do know what to slow it down, but I cannot slow down because of the fallacy of time. I can't just say, well, I'm going to get it when I'm 50. I'm going to get it when I'm 60. To be honest, I don't know when I'm going to get it. And yes, I can get it when I'm 40. I can get it maybe even tomorrow. I understand that that is a reality. However, today I don't have it. Today I can make some strides toward what I'm trying to do. I'm not waiting until a moment. I'm not in fear because of a moment. I'm not letting time win. And so when we talk about the fallacy of time, there are many different aspects to our conversation. Now, we talk about action in this blog. We talk about knowing that there's going to be a lot of people in 2024 that are going to give up. Maybe they're going to even talk to you saying, hey, what's the point? Why do you even try? And they're going to be the anchors in your life. And then there's going to be people who are just going to be in dire struts, whether it be financially, relationship, mindset. Everything's a wreck. Everything's in ruin. And there's going to come a time when you're going to say, well, I want to wake up in the morning and I want to have the most purposeful morning ever, full of intent, full of purpose, full of meaning. I understand my mission. But there's going to be many people, for some reason, as the year goes on, as time goes on, that discipline that they're trying to create or that habit that they're trying to build, it doesn't happen because our mindset is thinking that we have time. Because if you only have, let's say, 3 months to live, what would you do in those 3 months? Maybe you go to the gym. Probably not. Maybe you travel the world. That's more likely. Or maybe what most people will do, they'll spend time with their family as much as they can. They'll try to do all the things that they love and then just keep thinking about it. But there's going to be that maybe 1 to 5% of people that say, you know what? I don't care about these 3 months. I want more. I want more than these 3 months. I want 3 years. I want 30 years. This happens with people who are given bad news from doctors, right? They're given their final months. There's like, hey, this is, an illness and it's really bad. And you can expect to have about 3 months to 6 months left to live, right? So use it wisely. But there's people after people who get this news and they surpass the 3 months. They surpass the doctor's expectancy. Why does this happen? It's because they're not giving themselves 3 months. They're giving themselves whatever they deem. The mind is so powerful that it will get out of the way. It will figure out, okay, what can I do to live? Because the statistics are just the statistics. And many people live in the statistics. Many people think, well, if I wait long enough, success will come to me. If I wait long enough, I'll get lucky eventually. If I wait long enough, maybe I'll be happy. And that is where the fallacy of time comes in. We do have to learn how to take action in our lives every single day. And it's important that we do what we have to do. I did say that there is a bonus. There is 2 blogs. The first one is the fallacy of time. That's going to be our regular, easy to read blog. And then we get into a true fallacy of time mindset. This one goes deep, people. And I mean it. It goes real deep. However, you're going to see something. It is password protected. The password is on the bottom of our page on the first blog. I will be revealing it at the end of this episode so you can get into the extended version of the fallacy of time. But let's have a conversation on the fallacy of time first. So when we start to look at the fallacy of time, we are given an opportunity, a chance per se, to show up in our life or to not show up in our life. Many people, they're not going to show up. Many people, they're going to live in circumstance. They're going to live by the waysides of life. They're going to live where they are. These people are going to be upset at other people for living their life, the life that they want, the dreams. Why do you think so many people who are not doing well attack like the wealthy? You have too much. This is not fair. You need to be taxed more. You need to give more. When you can have the same thing, you can have the same abundance. It's just that now you're looking at your life a little bit differently. And the way you look at it is they are doing so well. I want to get them closer to my level because the gap, the divide is too great. In the mind, if you know anything about it, it doesn't necessarily like those large gaps. Because if we look at where we are and where we want to be, it's typically a large gap. And many people don't take action because of that large gap. So if the fallacy of time is there, people think, well, eventually the gap will close. That is true. Well, we don't have tomorrow. We don't know if it's coming. It's not promised. So we expect the gap to close. But for the people who are taking minimal or no action, waiting for that gap to close naturally, the people who understand that the gap is not going to close any quicker if we wait for it, are going out every single day and applying action and applying meaning in their life. And then that gap closes, becomes smaller and smaller and smaller, maybe each and every day. It can be week, it can be month, maybe even year. Most people, they live in the year premise, right? And that's just too big of a gap. 365, that's just too many days. If you're a person who needs to make slow progress, 52 weeks in a year, that is too much life. We need to make improvements every single day. It does not matter if the improvement is a big improvement or if the improvement is a small improvement. People think, oh, I have to move. I have to make some improvements. And if you don't make an improvement one day, it's like the world is over. I would rather you take small improvements every single day, keep on growing, keep on doing what you're supposed to be doing. And then at the end, you can say, look at what I accomplished. Look at what I did. I was once here, but now I'm here. In life, it's difficult to do that because we're just so busy on the next thing, on the next worry, on the next concern. What's next? What's trending, right? Our brain is moving so fast that we can't see where our time is going. And now we waste more time than ever. How many hours do people spend on their smartphone? How much time do people sit in idleness, doing nothing, looking at the ceiling, staying awake at night? Why? It's because there's a discrepancy in our meaning and our purpose, what we're trying to do in our life. The fallacy of time is not only talking about, well, if we want to take action, we need to do it today, but also that we need to understand that in order to achieve our dreams, we're going to need all the time we can get because our dreams are going to always be bigger each and every day. And it should be that. If you find that you have a dream that you finally reach and you don't have anything else beyond it, you're going to struggle to find purpose and fulfillment because you think you reached the goal that you wanted. The people who reach that place, they realize that's not what they truly wanted. It's about the journey. So our journey is every single day we make some movement, some progression, and that is what we do. But for the people who are not making progress, for the people who are not making any progression, what is the reason for it? One of the reasons is they don't understand what to do. When you are trying to change your life for the better, you need to have someone in your corner. You need to have someone cheering you on, but it only takes one person to believe in yourself. Now, you could be that person, but ask yourself, be honest too. How many times have you not believed in yourself? How many times did you second guess something? How many times have you allowed limits to run supreme in your mind? Too often, many people are living in those limits right now. They think they can't do something. They think they can't live the life. They think they don't have the skill. They think they don't have the time. And they won't have the time unless they give themselves action every single day to get to there. We are in a race against time, but yet we should enjoy every single moment. Some people think, oh, I'm in a race. I have to hurry to the end. It's quite the opposite. You're in the race. You're the tortoise. Take your time. Be consistent. Understand that you will get to the goal. We make it because of consistency. We don't make it because, oh, I'm trying to hurry and be intense as possible, and I have to put massive action toward what I want. I understand that massive action can be a great thing, but it can also be a scary thing. Fallacy of time is going to say that we have time to take massive action later, that we have time to do it all at once. But it is better to go through this process every single day, a step at a time, in the right direction, and not wait. So as promised, we are going to be getting into the extended version of mindset. Now, in order to get into this blog, you're going to see it is password protected. And the password is mindset, capital M, capital MINDSET, mindset. Press enter, and you're going to get into the blog. Now, once you're into the blog, you're going to see that it is similar to the other one, but it is a lot longer. And the reason being is the extended version of the fallacy of time should not be short. It should not be just quick and say, oh, I'm going to take some quick action. We need to dig deep. And so this is mindset. I'm not going to go too much into it. I do want you to read it. I do want to share with you a story. And this is going to be how you can live life, not in the YOLO sense, but live life every single day. When I was in college still, I had a high school friend, and we remained friends in college also. We went to the gym together. And so we got on the bicycle to do some cardio. And him and I made a bet. We were going to say, okay, well, whoever can, do the most in 25 minutes is going to win. And so he was like, all right, cool. No, we weren't betting money or anything, but we just had a bet. Now, what he did was different than what I did. He went 100%, 1000% maybe, right? He was going fast in the beginning. And I'm just thinking, well, I'm going to take my time. So I'm just cruising, taking my time. And when it gets close to the time, right, 20 minutes, maybe 18 minutes around there, I started pushing hard. I'm like, all right, because I'm in better shape than the guy. So I'm like, I'm just going to beat him. And so I'm going to be pushing. I was pushing the last little bit. But yet the only thing he had to do was make sure that he didn't let me catch him. In order for me to have won that race, I would have to put 100% of effort in the beginning, not just 50%, 100% in the beginning. Yet he did that, and he was just, all right, I just have to maintain it. I have to make sure that I don't let them catch up. So in a sense, you can do this with your life, the fallacy of time. You can give 100% today. You can get to where you want to be, and you can maintain it. In the beginning, you're going to have to give 100%. As much as I want you to have that 100% mentality, not every single day you're going to be 100%. Maybe you have a sick kid. Maybe you have someone in your family that needs your attention, and it's going to detract a little bit from you. But we are not being the people that are saying, hey, you know what? I'm going to do it tomorrow. I'm going to do it later. I just don't feel good today. I understand you might not feel good today, but we do have to take action every single day because we build mastery. We build skill on failure. We can't be afraid of it. And we need time in order to get the things done that we want to get done. Elon Musk says if he wants to do something in 10 years, and it might take 10 years of time, right? So he's thinking 10 years, it's going to take 10 years to do this. Now he's challenging himself. How can I do it in 10 months? So you have to ask yourself, we have 12 months in 2024. How can you get to the best life you can by the end of it? The first step is get a coach. A coach is going to expedite where you want to be so much quicker. You think you're going to get there 12 months by yourself. It's going to take 3 to 6 months with a coach. I would rather take 3 to 6 months than wait a year. I understand there's a financial commitment, but there's an aspect to time. The mindset workout is we need to learn how to leverage our time. We need to know how to every single day become limitless in the sense of, yes, we have 24 hours, but we do some amazing things in those 24 hours. We're not just going to wake up, eat breakfast, take a shower, get ready to go to work, drive to work, or go into the office, be at work till 9 to 5, be tired after work, be exhausted mentally, physically maybe, not go to the gym, sit in the sofa, and then do it again, right? We have to get out of some of our bad habits and routines. This is something that people are going to have a hard time recognizing because it's so ingrained. It's normal to them. We can't let this normal of the fallacy of time define where we are going to be in our life. So in closing, the fallacy of time is to let you know that you can make 2024 your best year yet, but it is going to require you to take action every single day. Some level, some step, some degree. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a walk in the park for many people. Many people are going to have a hard time. Many people are going to question, what is the point? There's going to come a time, maybe in the year, something really bad happens, right? There's certain things that we can't stop, right? Life happens. You're going to have loved ones pass away, maybe. You're going to have new life come into your life. And so when we have those changes, it creates an opportunity for awareness. And so we can take more action because of it, even though sometimes those actions or those events can stop us in our tracks. So even though you might be dealing with a lot, and I'm not saying that you're not, many people are in a hard situation right now. Many people are living paycheck to paycheck. Many people are struggling in the sense of, can I make a change? And the answer is yes, you can. But you're not going to make a change sitting and waiting for tomorrow, sitting and waiting for the right moment, sitting and waiting. We have to get up. We have to take action. We have to be deliberate in our days. How does that look to you? Get a piece of paper, jot it down, and then figure out a plan. If you can't remain accountable, a mindset coach is going to help you. If you can't figure out the plan, a mindset coach is going to help you. If you are in the habitual habit of saying 2024 or 2025 is going to be the best year, I'll do it later, I'll do it tomorrow, you need to figure out what truly is life for you. What is the meaning of life for you? Because I already told you, you're not going to be here forever, but yet many people are not going to take the action they need today. So take the action. Don't let time just go to waste, down the drain. The sand is dropping from the hourglass. The clock is ticking, but it doesn't mean that your life is depreciating and diminishing. We can be growing in an upward direction rather than deteriorating in a descending type of notion. Reach out to us, revenconcepts.com. My name is Michael Rearden. I'm a mindset coach. If you have any questions, email me coachinginsession@gmail.com, and I'll see everyone on the next episode of Coaching in Session. Until then, everyone take care.